Hello everyone, thank you for being here today. We're in the second cycle of the 12 chakra system. We are cleansing, upgrading, activating our 12 chakra system for healing and evolution to activate our avatars as Christed beings on earth. So today we're going to be looking at chemical memories, memories of equilibrium. So something to remember about memories is that memories can be real or imagined. And so we all know this because if there's two or more siblings in a family, they may remember their childhood very differently. So, what is real and what's imagined. So just as we can remember our past, we can remember our future, we can create memories also. So when we do this, when we are activating memories in our mind, we're actually creating a chemical reaction. So when you invoke a feeling of gratitude, which you can call out of nowhere, you can say, oh, I'm gonna remind myself to be grateful. My paternal grandmother used to set a gratitude timer. And she used to just remind herself several times a day to be grateful. And this is a feeling that you can invoke, and this creates a chemical reaction in you, which then affects your field. Similarly to, like, if you take LSD, that's a chemical that's then altering your whole reality that can open different dimensional portals. So every kind of chemical, like biological thing that's happening in our bodies is also opening interdimensional portals for us. So that's why it's so important to constantly be regulating the nervous system, because even if it appears that something positive or negative is happening outside of us, we can become spiritual ninjas and practice cultivating an unshakable inner peace. And this will then create a chemical reaction in us, which then echoes out through our whole multi-dimensional experience. So when I wasn't planning on saying all this, but this is what's coming through, y'all, so this is what I'm gonna say. But when I started to open up to more of my spiritual gifts, and I started to become more psychic, I had this dream, whether it was dream or real or whatever, that the FBI came and wanted to check me out and wanted to check out what my psychic abilities were, and if they could use me, or if, I don't know, they could manipulate me or whatever. And I had so mastered this nervous system regulation practice that even in my dream, I was able to calm the fear. So they took me in this van, and they were taking me to this underground secret place, right? So whether it's real or dream or imagined or whatever, we need to be mastering our nervous system frequency. So in the dream, obviously, you're getting taken in a van by the FBI, that's very scary, right? But we need to have fear. When we feel fear, we need to have an automatic switch in us that commands us to relax our biology, because this creates a chemical reaction in our bodies that will protect us. So, I remember getting arrested also, in real life one time, and I was in the back of the cop car, and I was humming to myself. I was singing. And the humming regulates the nervous system. It regulates the vagus nerve. And so when you're anchored in deep inner peace, you are not a vibrational match to scary situations. So I'll just give one more example about that. In Mexico, where I live in Oaxaca, there's dogs in the street, right? And sometimes the dogs come charging up at you, right? And if you get scared, they can feel that, and you're more likely to attract an aggressive dog. But if you can train yourself to automatically, you see a scary dog and you know it's scary, and you have this physical animal reaction to get scared, but you can ninja style, spiritual ninja, train yourself to generate an entire vibration of peace in your whole field, then the dog has to play into that. So it protects you physically. You do it through your chemical biology. So So today we're going to be invoking different chemical memories, chemical reactions. And I believe that most of them are positive, but in this class, it doesn't really matter if things are quote unquote positive or quote unquote negative, because we're actually neutralizing everything. So just to remind you, and we're doing this without music today because music invokes a, when you play music during meditation, it invokes a theta state, which puts us in receptivity. And what we want to invoke today is a gamma state, which puts us in neutrality. So normally when we're in a situation, a memory, and a life experience, we are very identified with our little human self. But we're so much more than that. We are connected to everything. We're part of the oneness. We also have past life versions of ourselves. We have interdimensional, other star system versions of ourselves. So what this gamma breathing technique does is it puts us in touch with a more neutral way of looking at our small self that we're in right now. So anyways, I'm just going to get started. We're going to be activating a number of memories today that are specifically causing a chemical reaction in the body. So you don't have to try anything specific, just allow whatever arises to arise, and it's all perfect. You can trust that that's what you're meant to see right now. And so here we go. You can put your hands in this mudra or this mudra. Either way, you're connecting the hemispheres of the brain. So like this or like this, either way. And we are going to do the locks, so I'll introduce that. You can all just begin by squeezing your perineum, which is the space between the butt and the vagina. But while you're squeezing that, you might as well squeeze the butt and the vagina too. It just makes it more powerful. So begin with that first lock. Then you're squeezing your abdomen by pulling your belly button back to your spine. Then you are doing this push-pull, like I'm pulling on it, and this is creating pressure here. And then I'm locking my chin by pushing my chin back. Then I'm going to squeegee my eyeballs. And if you want to look up towards the third eye also, that's okay. Oh yeah, the tongue lock. And then you're going to squeeze everything. I know this is a lot, so you'll get better and better at it. We're all just learning. And you can actually feel the spinal fluid. The more you practice this, the spinal fluid moves up very slowly. So as you're doing these locks, you can kind of like feel it moving up. And as we do this, we're unblocking the chakras. So there may be stored trauma, there may be obscurations, or just things that, the first chakra holds fear, the second chakra holds guilt, the third chakra holds shame. So you may notice these things coming up outside of class in your life, or you may notice them coming up in these memories. That's okay. Just be gentle with yourself and redirect to self-love, complete and total self-love. And you can reach out to me if you need extra support for that, or reach out to your regular mental health care practitioner. Okay, so follow along with the locks the best you can. And that'll get easier as time goes by. Okay, here we go. Putting your hands in the mudra, one of these. Exhale all the air out through the mouth, squeezing the stomach. Mouth, deep breaths. We'll do the locks at the end. I'll guide you in it. Mouth, nose, deep breaths. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, you're gonna lock the mudras. So it's gonna be mouth, mouth. On the exhale, lock the first chakra, lock the perineum, pull the belly button towards the spine, push or pull the hands to lock the heart mudra, lock the chin, lock the tongue by putting it on the roof of your mouth, squeeze your eyeballs looking up towards your third eye. And then you can just squeeze your whole body and hold that as long as you can on the exhale. And when you're done holding that, you can relax everything. We'll wait a moment and then I will activate the memories. Remember a time when you were exercising. And you can keep your eyes closed for this. Just see it as if you were watching a movie. Notice a time when you were exercising. Now I want you to see throughout your life all the times that you exercised. Just watch it as if it was a movie. Notice all the times you exercised. Notice a time that you were having so much fun exercising. Watch it like a movie. And remember a time when you exercised so much that you got tired. Now just see your favorite way that you have been exercising recently. Like if you were going to think of the funnest way to go exercise right now, just see yourself doing that. Okay, so we're going to briefly open our eyes to put the hands back in the mudra. And you can close your eyes as we breathe. Exhale all the air out through the mouth, squeezing the stomach. Deep breaths, mouth, 3 seconds on the inhale, 3 seconds on the exhale. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one, mouth. On the exhale, I want you to squeeze your perineum, push the belly button towards the spine, lock the mudra at your heart chakra, lock your chin towards your neck, put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, lock your third eye, and then squeeze your whole body. Hold as long as you can on the exhale. And then when you're done with that hold, you can relax everything. You can keep your eyes closed. Remember a time when you were listening to music. See yourself as if it was a movie. Notice what was happening when you were listening to music. Now see yourself remember a time when you were at a concert and you went to listen to live music. See the whole thing as if it was a movie. Noticing how the music has a chemical effect on the humans, how it is actually causing chemicals to release in the body, hormones, feelings, and how those feelings then materialize and become externalized. Whether it be a song that's pumping you up to work out, or a song that's making you fall in love, or a song that's making you cry during a movie. Notice how the music causes a chemical reaction in the body, which then has a physical reaction in the exterior world. Watch this all as if you were watching from God's eye above the whole scene. Even noticing how the music in commercials manipulate us. Or the music in a sound healing or medicine ceremony can heal us. We're going to briefly open our eyes to put our hands back in the mudra. You can do this one or this one. And close our eyes to breathe. Exhale all the air out through the mouth, squeezing the stomach. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one. Mouth, mouth on the exhale. Squeeze your perineum. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine. Lock the hand mudra. Pull your chin back to your neck. Lock your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Squeegee your eyeballs looking up towards your third eye, and then squeeze your whole body and hold as long as you can on the exhale. And when you're done with that hold, you can relax everything. And you can keep your eyes closed. Remember a time when you were laughing. First, see yourself as if it was a movie. Observe yourself when you were laughing. Observe the scene. Who were you with when you were laughing? What were you laughing about? Now see if you can somatically bring the feeling of laughing into your body. Remember what it felt like to laugh. Notice what this chemical in your body feels like. See if you can feel how the chemical is moving through you when you invoke the physical sensation of laughing. Where do you feel it in your body when you remember what it feels like to laugh? Okay, so now we can briefly open our eyes to put our hands back in the mudra of your choice. And we are going to close our eyes to breathe. Exhale all the air out through the mouth, squeezing the stomach. Deep breaths, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one, mouth, mouth on the exhale, squeeze perineum, lock the abdomen, lock the mudra, lock chin to neck, lock the tongue to the roof of mouth, squeegee your eyeballs looking up towards your third eye, and then squeeze your whole body and hold as long as you can on the exhale. When you're done with the hold, you can release and relax everything. You can keep your eyes closed and remember a time that you were dancing. And remember when you were dancing with your friends. Notice it as if it was a movie. Now see if you can remember a time when you saw someone who was dancing really well and you felt excited, like, wow. Now bring the memory of you dancing into your body and see if you can somatically remember the feeling sensation of what it felt like when you were dancing. As you do this, notice how the chemicals move through your body. Can you feel little dopamine hits, little hormones moving around in there, little feel-good sensations, or whatever else the memory brings up for you? Could have been an embarrassing time, whatever it does, just notice how when you bring the memory of dancing into your body, See if you can physically notice how the chemicals move through your body. Okay, great. So you can open your eyes and put your hands back in one of the mudras. And close your eyes to breathe, exhaling all the air out through the mouth, squeezing your stomach. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhales, squeegee perineum, squeegee abdomen, squeegee mudra, locking chin to neck, squeegeeing third eyes, looking up towards third eye, locking tongue towards roof of mouth, and then squeezing your whole body, letting the cells shake. Hold it as long as you can on the exhale. When you're done holding, you can release and relax everything. Remember a time when you hugged someone. Bring the physical sensation of a hug into your body and notice what happens to the chemicals in your body. See if you can somatically observe how it feels physically to invoke the feeling of a hug. Now think of your favorite person to hug. And see if you can watch it from above like a movie. See if you can even watch the chemicals in your body from above like a movie. Now imagine your 3 favorite people hugging. Feel it in your body and then zoom up and notice the chemicals. Notice it from in your body and notice it from above, from the feeling sensation and from the third eye observation. Practice zooming in and out. Your 3 favorite people together with you in a hug. Okay, we have 2 more layers. So you're going to briefly open your eyes to put your hands back in one of the mudras. Close your eyes to exhale all the air out through your mouth, squeezing your stomach. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, squeegee your perineum, squeegee your abdomen, push the mudra together, locking the heart, locking the chin to the neck, tongue to the roof of the mouth, squeegeeing third eye, looking up towards third eye. And then squeezing everything and letting yourself shake and holding that as long as you can on the exhale. And then you can relax everything. want you to remember someone who exemplifies an admirable version of generosity. Someone who you love their way of being generous, and just see them there, observing them in action. And think of a great act of generosity that inspired you. And as you think of this act of generosity, notice how your body feels. And remember a time when you were generous towards someone. And remember a time when you did something nice for someone. And remember a time when you were having a hard time and someone did something kind or generous for you. And as you remember this, notice the chemicals in your body. Notice how your body feels. Can you feel those little tiny sensations of hormones being released, chemicals in your body when you remember someone being kind and generous to you? Okay, we have one more layer of memories left. We're going to briefly open our eyes to put our hands in the mudra. And you can close your eyes to breathe, exhaling all the air out through the mouth, squeezing the stomach. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, mouth, 3 seconds. Mouth, nose, 5 seconds. Nose, 3 seconds. Nose, mouth, 1 second. Mouth, 3 seconds. This is the last one. So on the exhale, squeegee perineum, squeegee abdomen, push the mudra, lock the chin, lock the tongue to roof of mouth, squeegee third eye, looking up towards third eye, and then squeeze everything, letting yourself shake and hold that as long as you can on the exhale. And when you're done holding it, you can relax and release everything. Dropping into your body as you remember this. Notice the chemical sensations that arise as you remember the things that you're grateful for. Looking back throughout your life, remember all the memories you have to be grateful for. And notice the chemical sensations in your body. Now remember a time in nature. Remember a time when you were completely surrounded by nature. Now, allow yourself to experience the physical sensation of going to your favorite place in nature and find your favorite spot and sit there. See yourself in your mind's eye sitting there with your eyes closed. And invite this imaginary version of yourself to relax its nervous system even more. And see how many more layers you can relax into your body. Notice the physical sensations of this. What if you were completely held in sustainable prosperity? Everything from the crystalline, delicious water that you drink to the financial flow for your projects. Just feel in your body what that feels like and invite your nervous system to relax even more, trusting that it is done. Now think of your current top goal or priority. It could be something small or big. It could be perfect physical health or getting a certain aligned job or finishing your homework for the day, whatever it is. And trust that whatever your prayer of your heart is, it is already done. So let us now, from this place in nature, from this deeply relaxed nervous system, cultivate the feeling of it is done, resting in the knowing that it is done. And as you hold the frequency of your own answered prayer, the universe is scurrying all around to orchestrate that reflection for you, to conspire in your favor. So let us rest for another moment in the feeling sensation of our own answered prayer, trusting and cultivating the sensation that it is done. What would it be like if there was absolutely nothing to worry about? You're completely relaxed in a physical way, mental way, spiritual way, emotional way, seeing through God's eyes, the big God's eyes and your little God's eyes, that it is done. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. There may be twists and turns on the path, but our prayers are already answered. Let's just rest in this for another moment. And we're going to breathe one more time to seal this in. You can briefly open your eyes to put your hands in one of the mudras. Exhale all the air out through the mouth, squeezing the stomach. Deep breaths, mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. nose, mouth. Mouth, mouth. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose. Nose, mouth. Last one, mouth, mouth. On the exhale, squeegee perineum, squeegee abdomen. Push the mudra together. Lock chin to neck. Locking tongue to roof of mouth. Squeegeeing third eye, and then squeezing your whole body, holding on exhale. And when you're done, you can relax and release everything. Thank you for tuning in today. You can trust that the effects of this cellular reconfiguration are done. They will be unfolding in your interior and exterior life in the coming days, weeks, months. If you need extra support, feel free to reach out at lovelikeanocean.com or with your favorite mental health care practitioner. Thanks for being on this journey, and I will see you all soon.